All right, everyone. How you doing tonight? Yeah? Well, I don't know why I'm extra excited about tonight's show, though. So it's going to be a fun one. I'm when I get excited, that helps everyone get excited, right? I don't know. Hopefully. So it's great to be back in Houston. I'm going to start out with a little Beatles tune. This is from the White Album. It's called Dear Prudence. It goes like this. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. I was kind of peeking around the corner over there. I saw some familiar faces here. That's always fun, and some new faces as well. How many people have seen me play before somewhere? Nice, awesome. How many people have never seen me play? Cool, some new people. Good, nice. How many people didn't raise your hand for either question? Yep, good. staff. I'm gonna play a song called Elephant King. This is from my album called Elephant King. I'm gonna play it on my carbon fiber McPherson here. This guitar, I love this guitar, and when I travel, I carry the wooden one on the plane with me, and then I check this one in the luggage, which is always scary, but it's a carbon fiber. And it's always done really, really well. And then on my last China tour, I was in China at the end of last year. It did great, and then it kind of gently fell out of the back of a car, kind of bumped the ground, and then I right outside the venue, went inside the venue, opened it up, and the top was just completely split off the guitar. And so they got this special tape and taped it back together. That's what this is. You can see this. It's doing great. This song, Elephant King, and speaking of China, it's weird how different songs of mine really resonate with people. And around here, it seems like my older songs like Cannon and Dueling Ninjas were the ones that people maybe first kind of discovered me with. But in China, everyone loved this song, and every time I'd play this song at a show, the whole crowd would be like, "Yeah!" And that was cool. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that one became the one out there. So who knows? But this song I really love to play. I get it's a lot of fun techniques that kind of celebrate the things that I love about the acoustic guitar. And I like to play this earlier in the set because it gets my fingers all loose and ready to go. And so I'm going to play some kind of drums on here. I love the acoustic guitar because you got the drums, you got the kick drum, the snares. All these little notes like that. You can also make it sound like bells ringing. You can also play it like a piano, two-handed style. I love it. So fun, right? So what I'm going to do is kind of create a chord progression like this with one hand, and then this hand's open, and I can do those other things. That's what makes the song so fun. The drums, the bells. I'll just play you the song. Here's Elephant King from Elephant King. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate that. This was fun. I played in Fort Worth last night. It was a really fun show. Playing in Austin tomorrow night. So and then I fly home. What's that? In Austin, it's a place called the 04 Center or 04 Center. Cool venue. 3 shows. Usually the first show is not very good. Second show is really good, and then it kind of goes downhill for the third show. So tonight, hey, that's tonight. So yeah, all right, good. Oh, let me keep this guitar. I'll play you an oldies song, okay? One of the ways I like to bond with my mom is we put on the oldies station and we play Name That Tune. And my mom, oldies, that's my mom's era, right? So she often will win, and she'll know the bands or the songs. But I'm actually really good at remembering who played what, remembering songs. I listen to a lot of music, so sometimes I beat my mom. So at the game, I win. Yeah, that didn't sound good, did it? Yeah. I win the game with my mom. Yeah. And a song came on called "Can't Take My Eyes Off You" by Frankie Valli. Great song, and one of my mom's favorite songs, and so she won that round. And clearly, because, she loves that. And then, so I was listening to the song, and I like that song, but I guess I didn't realize, how much music theory went into Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Really amazing song with what's going on. And I'm usually pretty good at, hearing musically what's going on, the chord progressions, the themes that they're doing. There's a few parts I'm I have to figure out why they do this and how it works and all that stuff. So anyway, I went to my guitar, tried to learn how to play the song. And it was hard because there's all these key changes in the song. And every time it changes keys on guitar, I have to learn how to play the song completely over in a new way. And so I had to kind of learn how to play the song 3 different ways. And in order to do one of the key changes, my favorite one, I have to do 2 capo moves. So I'm going to throw off one capo, and right as it's flying off, I need to move up another capo, up a fret, while disguising what I'm doing by doing some hammer-ons with this hand, okay? If I can pull it off, it's kind of cool. I was thinking if I pull it off well, so the 2 capo move, I want all you to do this. I want you to just kind of nod with a distinguished look on your face and do kind of a soft clap, okay? So if the 2 capo move, be ready for that. The first time I played it for my mom, I was really excited, but I played it so poorly. It was terrible, and I finished the song, and I look up at my mom, and she just goes, that's neat. Basically keep working on it. Because when my mom says that's neat, I know it wasn't good. So I did keep working on it, and I kind of got it down a little better. And I played it, so I play in Budapest, Hungary a lot, and on my last trip there, my mom came with me, which was really fun. And I'm playing at the show, and I play the song, and I just nailed it that time. And I remember looking out in the audience, and my mom standing up, giving me a little standing ovation. It was a really sweet moment. So thanks, Mom. Let me try this for you, everyone. Here's "Can't Take My Eyes Off You," Frankie Valli. Remember, distinguished look on your face? Okay. I'm always careful not to hit someone in the audience. Could be a lawsuit on my hands. Hasn't happened yet, so that's good. Hey, that was some good, distinguished clapping you did. That was great. Thank you for that. I'm going to play a song from my album Missile Bell, and the song is called Urban Challenge. Missile Bell is, I'm going to play a few songs from that album tonight. This song is a looping song. This is my kid's favorite song of mine. I'm going to loop it, so I'm going to play some guitar parts, and then I'm going to play some drums, some more guitar, some more drums, and then some more guitar, maybe some more guitar. Once I kind of create this loop and record these parts with my feet, I'm going to kick a button on my looping pedal that says high speed. And the whole thing I just recorded is going to speed up to double time. And it sounds crazy, and that's usually at my shows when people start flipping chairs over, doing crazy things, and then I usually run off this speaker over you, sir, onto that table right there. So if you can kind of catch me, I'll do my stage dive in this area to start, but then if you pass me around, I'll kind of say hi to everyone. And then if you all put me back in my stool carefully. Crowd surfing. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't know. I'm sure everyone's cool with that. Hope you enjoy this one. Here's Urban Challenge. Thanks a lot, everyone. Hey, sorry I chickened out on the stage dive last minute. I was like, better not do this, but I know you had me. I saw a fire in your eyes. You guys totally, you were ready for it. Next time. That's a pretty rock and roll move. I'm gonna play another song that I think features some good rock and roll moves. This is an old song of mine called Bristlecone. This is from my first album, Adapt. Adapt is the very first album that I put out, with the exception of the two I put out before Adapt. But yeah, I don't count those two. Yeah, I don't even talk about them. They're terrible, terrible albums. I have one for sale tonight, everyone. It's a Christmas album called Trace Bundy, O Night Divine. It's only $10. Check it out in the VIP room back there. Do not buy it though. It's terrible. But yeah, check it out. $10. $10 tonight. Special deal. It's good stuff. Okay. This song though is called Bristlecone. It's the first song on Adapt. And if you've heard Adapt start out with Bristlecone, you know it starts out with some backwards music, okay? It starts real quiet, and it starts getting louder and louder, and then you realize, oh, it's backwards, and it has that weird backwards kind of tug and pull sound, and then it plays its little melody, and then it hits its loudest point. And when it hits that loudest point, the backwards stuff actually stops, and my song really starts. And in the studio, that's easy. I recorded a guitar riff, we flipped it backwards, we lined it up with my song. It's a little harder to do live, but I'm gonna try to pull it off for you. So I'm gonna record something, I'm gonna flip it backwards, and then when it's kind of swelling to get louder and louder, I don't actually know when it's gonna stop, because it's in the future now. It used to be in the past. But right when it stops, if I can start playing my song Bristlecone at that exact moment, it'll sound cool. This was all inspired by my older brother, Greg. Greg was this awesome dude in the 80s. He still is awesome. But he was extra awesome back in the 80s because he had this big mullet. His favorite band was Metallica. He loved Megadeth and Anthrax. Yeah, remember Anthrax? That's a cow disease. Yeah. Coolest cow disease band name ever. And he'd bring home cassette tapes from his friends sometimes. And every once in a while, one we'd be listening to, and there'd be some backwards messages, like lyrics hidden into the cassette tapes. And I was a sweet, innocent boy, everyone. I assumed that these guys from Black Sabbath and Slayer were hiding inspirational, encouraging messages from us kids, right? That's what I thought. And so we figured out if you flip all these cassettes, like the tape inside out, you could listen to the messages. And I'll tell you right now, so you don't have to do it, they weren't inspiring, encouraging messages, okay? Not good. But something about it I thought was still kind of cool. And I thought maybe someday when I get older, I can become a rock star and hide backwards messages into my cassette tapes. So here we are, full circle. And I don't have cassette tapes, and I wouldn't really say I'm a rock star. But I'm going to try it out from this song. So I'm going to play this first kind of riff with some extra heavy metal flair, if that's okay. I'm going to play this first chord with extra power, enough power to get an arm swing going, okay? The windmill, or I think there's raising your goblet to the gods of rock. And then I'm going to do an elbow pump, because that was a cool thing to do back then. And if you cheer at that moment really loud, my little microphone in my guitar might even pick up your cheering and record it, okay? And then I'll do a second elbow pump, just to celebrate. And then I'm going to scan the crowd with one finger like this, because that was heavy metal back then. And then I'll probably kind of make like a heavy metal face and like that, okay? That's pirate. Okay, here we go. Let's try this out. You ready for this? Here's Bristlecone from Adapt. Heavy metal style. Hey, good job cheering so loudly. It actually picked it up in my guitar. That was awesome. I'm gonna play a song, and wait. After this song, I'm gonna do something really fun. I do this at a lot of my shows where I take a big family photo of everyone. Okay, so after the song, big panoramic family photo, and it's a really special moment for me. A little kind of a keepsake for me from each show. So I take the photo, I print it out real big, I frame it, and I put it in my bedroom. So every morning I can wake up and see you all. So it's really, it's special. And then later tonight, as I'm falling asleep in my little hotel room here in Houston, I will post it so that you can find it. I'll post it on like Instagram and Facebook and MySpace. I don't know. I never actually officially shut down my MySpace page, so there probably still is a MySpace page out there of mine. What's that? Really? Nice. Oh, that's an honor. Thank you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play a song, a little Irish tune. I kind of like Irish music. I've gotten to travel to Ireland and experience a lot of music, and I've been introduced to a lot of cool bands there and Irish quartets, and it's been inspiring. So I wanted to play a song by one of my favorite Irish quartets of all time. They're called U2. And there are 4 of them, and they're Irish, so it technically is an Irish quartet. No, it's Where the Streets Have No Name from Joshua Tree. Great song. I love this song. I love the driving rhythm of it. I kind of grew up liking this song. I'd go to my grandma's house, and she had cable TV, which was nice, because we didn't have cable. But we'd go there, and we'd wait for like MTV to play our favorite videos, and this was always one of them. So my son, who's 13, has a poster of U2 Joshua Tree in his room. He really likes U2. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And I was like, is my son liking U2, is that like me, how I kind of liked, like Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles, like the kind of like way older, like oldies kind of stuff when I was a kid? And I kind of did the math, and it's actually doesn't even match that. Like, I figured out that him having this is what makes me feel so old. Him having a U2 Joshua Tree poster when he's 13 would be like when I was 13 having a poster from a band from 1952 on my wall. And if you know anything about the 52, that was like kind of pre-rock and roll. That was pre-oldies. Like, it was kind of big band stuff. Like, I looked up the top songs from 1952. I did not recognize a single band or a single song. And anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting math, right? Anyway, back to U2, Where the Streets Have No Name. I'm gonna put something on called stereo delay. And delay basically just means echo. What stereo delay means is these different speakers are going to be playing different parts of the song, or at least echoing at a different speed. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, so I think the speakers are arranged in a way where like the front here is going to play what's called a quarter note delay. It sounds like this. Okay. And so depending on where you're seated, you'll get a little different flavor of the song. So that's this set of speakers. And then the next set of speakers is going to be playing a little bit faster echo called a dotted eighth note. Okay, so here's the first one again. Okay, now I'm going to put them both together, and that's where the magic happens, because these 2 different tempos are going to kind of do a little math equation and create a really cool pattern. Sounds like this. Nice, sounds cool. So let me play this for everyone. This is one of my favorite songs to play, by the way. Here's Where the Streets Have No Name by U2. right. Thank you so much, everyone. Hey, let's do the photo, okay? So they're going to crank the lights up a little bit just for 1 second here. All right. Yeah. Oh, nice. Hey, everyone. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm going to stand up here. Hey, so I want everyone to, I'm going to start over here. Like, go crazy. Throw your hands up. Pretend like you're having the wildest time of your life. And then hold perfectly still as I pan the crowd, okay? And so, like, even if I pass you, you're going to think you're in the clear. Just keep holding it, okay? Here we go. Oh, this is cool. Okay, ready? Start here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's crazy! Yes! Just keep holding. Nice. Keep holding. Yep. All right. Yes. Yeah, keep holding, everyone. Just in case. Nice. Oh, let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh yeah, this is a good one. You want to see? In the back, yep. This is the best one yet in here. This is cool. I love the color splashes. Airdrop it, yeah. No, so again, sometime tonight, look for Trace Bundy on Instagram and Facebook. And then if you see it, if you want to comment on it, be like, I was there. It was cool. That's cool. If you want to follow my page, that's all right as well. But this is a good one. Thanks, everyone. Cool. Okay. What's that? Yes, if you buy the Christmas album tonight, you got to comment and say, I bought Trace's worst album ever. So for $10 tonight, good deal. Okay, good. You're all the best. This is awesome. I always love playing here. I think last year there was a little bit of like a fight that almost broke out at the show. If anyone remembers that, it was really strange. I didn't know about it until like afterwards. I was told about it, but it seems like that hasn't happened yet tonight. I could be wrong. So, has that happened? Anyone fighting any people? Okay, good. So, jeez. I apologize if you were the recipient of that moment last year. I still don't really know exactly what happened, but I'm gonna play a song from Elephant King now called Overtime. This is a fun one to play. This one also uses a good thick delay, a little echo effect. And I'm gonna kind of lock that echo in. I'll show you what it sounds like here. Now, I can't change that echo. I'm going to keep that locked in time, but what I'm going to do is play my guitar at a different speed than what the echo is doing, okay? That's what makes this song really fun. Because if you have an echo going, it tries to kind of lock you into that speed, right? But if you play at a different speed, that's where kind of the magic happens, I think. So if I play the same speed, this is it, right? If I play double the speed, it's like this. But what I'm going to do with this song is try to play in between those speeds, which would be like 1.5 times, right? And if I can do that 1.5 times, it creates a cool pattern. It sounds like this. That's actually not the song. That's just a little example. Let me play it for you, everyone. Here's Overtime from Elephant King. Thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate that. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna play a song called "Communion." This is from Missile Bell. Missile Bell. I just released my second pressing of vinyl, and it's this new kind of variant that's like this turquoise blue vinyl double disc. It's pretty cool because if you like set it on the table, the inside kind of blob of the vinyl is like the bright kind of lighter turquoise, and the outside's a little bit darker. And then when you hold up to a light, the opposite happens because light kind of comes through the middle and makes the darker part, the outside part darker. It's really cool. Anyway, it's about the color of that kind of turquoise glass over there. It's cool. So check that out if you want. After the show. In the green room, there's going to be the VIP after party, but everyone's invited, and I'll be back there if you want to come and hang out. So, so check that out. I'll be selling some of my various items. The song's called "Communion," and I'm going to create some sounds at the beginning of this. Again, another thing you can make the guitar sound like, which I love. Again, I'm going to try to make the guitar sound like an old pipe organ being played, okay? I play at this venue in Portland, Oregon sometimes. It's an old, really old church that's converted into a music venue, and the back wall of the church is this giant pipe organ. And so when I played this song in there, I swear like these resonant notes kind of make the pipe organs maybe resonate and vibrate a little bit. I don't know. It could be just all in my head, but we'll pretend like there's a big pipe organ behind me tonight. So let's try this out. Okay. Here's Communion. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna do one more from Missile Bell. Kind of playing a lot from that album tonight. This one's gonna use some of these capos. I love capos, if you can't tell. These are all Kaiser capos. Oh, I have a new batch of cool colors of Kaiser capos with my little signature logo on them. So if you want a Trace Bundy signature model capo, I've got some really cool ones. Like some of them have like tone wood colors, like Indian rosewood and maple and all this stuff. Check it out. Maybe one. Do I have one? Tie-dye? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay. This one, I'm going to use some of these capos. I've cut holes in these. This black one, I dug like a tunnel through it. So you can play behind it. This one goes there. I'm going to sneak this little one. I cut the end off with a hacksaw, so it only covers 4 strings. I'm going to stick this one here, and then I can kind of still use it if I lift this one up like this. Like that, okay? And then it kind of goes out of tune, but that's okay. So I'm just going to tune it up a little bit. This song is called Refugee. And to be honest, I don't play this one hardly ever. Because on my album Missile Bell, this girl named Abria Alford plays violin with me. And it sounds so good, which she plays violin, that I've kind of thought, like, well, the song, it's not even worth playing without her. But, you know, I do think the song kind of can stand on its own. So I'm going to try it out. It's just not as good. I wrote this song after meeting some refugees that have been resettled in Seattle with the help of an organization called World Relief. Great organization. And I got to hear their stories, and it was really impacted me. The stories were all different, of course, but a lot of them had a common kind of theme to them. And the theme it seemed to be that oftentimes at a moment's notice, a family would have to leave their home and then actually leave their whole homeland and their city and their family sometimes to get away from whatever was going on, whether it was like a natural disaster or a war or political unrest. And often would just have to grab a couple things they had nearby and leave very quickly and find safety. And so in this song, it has this deeper, kind of heavier sound to it. And kind of towards the end of the song, I'm going to slowly strip away each capo and kind of remove it from the guitar. And that is meant to represent this moment in these stories where everything was stripped away, everything was lost and gone. But then I'm going to keep playing the song for an extra amount of time, because for me that represents that even after all is lost, there is still hope, that the music plays on in a way, right? Especially with the help of organizations like World Relief. And so let's try it out for you all. Hope you enjoy. Here's Refugee. Thanks, everyone. You're the best. All right, All right, I'm going to change things up greatly from that last one and play you what I believe to be the greatest 80s one-hit wonder song ever written. I love one-hit wonders, especially from the 80s. There were so many of them. I don't know why, but maybe there were just a lot of like mediocre bands from the 80s. But then every once in a while, they would like write one song that went viral, like it was really well-written song, and everyone would know that song and want to hear that song. They didn't care who the band was. They didn't know who the band was, but they wanted to hear that song. You remember that song from called Jenny, and then I think in parentheses 8675309? Yes, classic one-hit wonder from the 80s. And who even wrote that? Exactly, no one knows. Okay, people know. It was Tommy Two-Tone, you were right. Okay, but I'm not going to play that song. So you're the okay. Well, we'll keep going here. Let's try this one. Do you remember the song Rick Rolled? Rick Astley? What? Yeah. No, he wasn't a one-hit wonder. He had some hits. Rick Astley, he had like 2. Yeah. Okay. What was that song? Yeah, what song was that? Come On, Eileen. That's one of my favorites. And you said Dexy's Midnight Runner. Yeah. Wow, cool. Okay. I'm not playing that one either. What about the song Walking on Sunshine? Remember that? Whoa. Who? Okay, this table right here. They have everyone. Okay. Katrina. Okay. Okay, so here's a harder one. 99 Luftballons. Remember that one? German. What? Nina. Crazy. Okay. A really hard one. Hey Jude. Remember? No way, that's Beatles. No. Here is a hard. In a Big Country. Big Country. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm not playing that one either. I'm gonna play one that predates those. This was a song in the 80s of the 1600s. This one-hit wonder sensation named Johann came on the scene. And he wrote a song called Cannon. Johann Pachelbel, the greatest one-hit wonder songwriter ever. He wrote a lot of songs, but then one day, and they were all mediocre, and he probably put out a really bad CD first, and then he came up with the song Cannon, and that song went viral, and he made so much money off of that one song from the wedding industry. Great song. It's withstood the test of time, and we all know that one. I'm going to play my kind of take on it. It's a kind of a two-handed tapping version. This is from my Adapt album. I've played this song more than any other song of mine, for sure, and I actually don't get sick of it, so that's kind of fun. So here's Cannon, everyone. Cheers to Pachelbel. Thank you, Johan. You all are awesome. I'm having a great time. This is so much fun. I always want my concerts to just... my goal at every show is that people walk out with a big smile on their face, and like I have a big smile on my face tonight because you guys have been so awesome. So I feel like I'm sitting in a giant bedroom, not bedroom, maybe more living room. All the pictures are up. No, I feel like I'm sitting in a giant living room with all my new friends tonight, so thank you all. I want to thank everyone that works here at the Mucky Duck as well. Rusty over there, thank you, Rusty. Good guy right there. Dylan running sound, making everything sound so good in here. Got Ray and Shane behind the bar. I've worked with them over the years as well. Gwen has been taking care of me. All the staff, everyone works here. Thank you all so much. If you all like my music, a big thing you can do is just kind of spread the word. Tell your friends. I try to approach the music industry with a little different kind of way, like a more community-based. And so if you like this stuff, just keep bringing your friends. I know some of you did that tonight, so I appreciate that. And I do have an email list back in the little room back there that if you were to write your email so carefully that it's readable, and then the city and state where you live, if it's Texas, you only get emails when I come through Texas. So I come through once a year. So. I'm going to play just one more song for you all. Just one more. This will be the last. We'll see. This song, I'm going to use a couple guitars for this one. I wish. Hot in here. The song's called Joy and Sorrow. This is also one of my favorites to play. This song, each of these two guitars are going to represent these two opposite emotions of joy and sorrow. This broken one with the tape, which one? It's the sorrow. It's going to be the sorrow guitar tonight. I'll be playing in a sad key. I'm playing in the key of D minor, which is widely known as being the saddest of all the keys, according to the movie Spinal Tap. Turned it to 11 right there. Okay. Good reference. And on this guitar, I'll be playing in D major, which is this happy, uplifting key. I'll be going back and forth like a conversation between these opposites. And they are opposites, right? But they happen at the same time. And I've found that more and more through life, that opposites tend to happen together. A good friend of mine passed away just a hair over a year ago now. I think about him now when I play the song a lot. He came with me on some tours, and we became close over the years. And then when he passed, there was that deep sorrow, and it really affected our whole community. We have a pretty tight-knit community, and he was kind of an important figure in that. I helped organize a big memorial for him last year, and a lot of musicians came, and about 700 people from the community came. And there was a lot of tears, a lot of sorrow. We mourned our friend. But we called it a celebration of life. And, with a celebration, there was like the telling stories. And this guy, he had a great sense of humor. So a lot of the stories had humor in them. And we found ourselves laughing together and experiencing joy in that celebration of his life, which was weird to feel that at a memorial, I thought. And we like to compartmentalize these opposite emotions, right? Like there's a time for joy and a time for sorrow. And I don't think it has to be that way. I think our hearts are big enough to hold a whole range of emotions. And that's been helpful for me. So let me play this for y'all. And maybe if you've lost someone like I have, we can mourn together with that kind of deep sorrow. But we can also then celebrate them with a joy together. So here's Joy and Sorrow, everyone. Thank you.